This video is brought to you by CapBeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
Before Stella Maxwell will be voted Model of the Year at the LA Fashion Awards and earned the title of 2016 Hottest Female chosen by Maxim. Before Stella, we're clocking over 3.3 million Instagram followers at the time of this recording. Before Stella Maxwell would dominate advertising campaigns appearing with H&M, Urban Outfitters, Puma, and Ermanno Scervino, Marc Jacobs, Versace, Tommy Hilfiger, as well as photo shoots for Glamour, Elle, and Vogue. Before Stella was hooking up with Miley Cyrus and would go on to become the girlfriend of Kristen Stewart.
Things quickly escalate as Stella seems to push Miley's hands down her pants.
Before Stella would appear in the Victoria's Secret fashion shows in 2014 and 2015 and became a Victoria's Secret angel that year. For those of you who are new to Before They Are Famous, thanks for tuning in. For the rest of you going, where the hell is Michael? Well, he asked me to fill in for him. I was given the choice of picking absolutely any celebrity in the world to cover, but seeing as I'm going to be sticking around here for a while, hosting some videos, I thought I'd pick a girl who has the same first name as me.
Stella!
Michael made me play that clip. But to be honest, I've heard that way too much over the years. What's going on, guys? My name is Stella Nicole, documenting the life and career of Stella Maxwell prior to fame. Here for you on Before They Were Famous. At the time of this recording, the 2017 Victoria's Secret fashion show is about to go down, and there are no shortage of models we can make videos on. A few suggestions include Adriana Lima, Alessandra Ambrosio, and Carly Claus, but you guys let us know who you want us to document next. Also, you can find me on Instagram at the link down below. Now let's jump into this video.
Can't you hear me, Elle? You're putting me through hell, Stella.
Stella Maines Maxwell was born on May 15, 1990 in Belgium to Northern Irish parents, and she traveled a lot as a kid. Stella's dad, Maurice Maxwell, was head of delegation for the European Commission, which is the executive branch of the European Union. Her mother also shares the name Stella, with her family name being Maines. Stella has two older brothers, Patrick and Martin, and an older sister, Helen. Stella has spoken about her Irish roots, stating, "All of my family look Irish. My sister even has red hair. It's crazy. I'm the one that doesn't seem Irish. None of the kids in my family, my siblings, speak with an Irish accent. We never lived there full time, we weren't born there. We just go there once or twice a year." Having lived in Belgium from birth, Stella studied at the International European School of Brussels II. There, Stella would be restricted to wearing a prep uniform, but we all know that would eventually change. A friend that went to school with Stella sat down for an interview with Vice stating this: "She was sweet and likable. She wasn't a typical hot girl, hated having her photo taken, cracked goofy jokes, and came to school camp. She was naturally very petite, and even back then, she looked just like those girls in the magazine." Although Stella wasn't clamoring for a photo time back then, the wheels were turning in her head. She later revealed to the Irish Independent, "I've always loved modeling. I used to look in magazines when I was growing up and I thought it was such an incredible glamorous life." Stella and her family moved to Canberra in Australia when she was 13. Then the family relocated from there to Wellington in New Zealand. Stella decided to stay on her own in Australia for a year and completed her graduation from Queen Margaret College. When she joined her family in New Zealand, she enrolled in the University of Otago studying psychology. It was then she was spotted in Dunedin Street by a model scout from Melina McDaniel Models. She got some test shots done, and then things started moving rather quickly. Her first fashion show was near 2009 with Ready to Wear Autumn Winter, wherein she was proudly walked the ramp for Charles Anastasia, Mara Hoffman, Fashion East, and Luella. Do you think Michael would have been able to say half of those brands? I think not. She started posing for magazine covers in 2010, such as Japanese magazine Soena. The same year, she also posed for Elle Italy and Belgium. With her gaining momentum at such a ridiculous rate, she opted to switch up her representation as her career progressed, and she was signed by Donald Trump's agency and moved to Paris. At 19, she would be saying goodbye to New Zealand and to university. While in Paris, Viva Agency cut her hair to a short, funky look and signed her up for European fashion weeks. She landed high profile and campaigns for Asus, Alexander McQueen, H&M, and Urban Outfitters, as well as walking for Jeremy Scott, Marc Jacobs, and Moschino. I don't know if she had a falling out with the Donald, but throughout her career, she would mix up her representation, moving to We Management, the Lions agency and the Why Not model agency. In 2014, she got a chance to perform in the Victoria's Secret fashion show and was called back the following year where she was made an official Victoria's Secret angel. Being on this runway is a pretty big deal. The Victoria's Secret show is watched in 190 countries by over 800 million people. This was also the year that Stella was spotted hooking up with, at the time, bad girl Miley Cyrus. In an interview, Stella joked that she and Miley met on the gay dating site Grindr, but they really crossed paths thanks to Miley's assistant and best friend, Cheyenne Thomas, who contacted Stella on Instagram. They were all over each other's Instagrams, feeding donkeys, playing Twister, and riding dinosaur props. However, Miley was always coy about the relationship and her sexuality, terming herself as a pansexual. In 2015, Stella topped Maxim magazine's hottest list, beating out 2013's winner Miley Cyrus and 2014's winner Taylor Swift. I don't know if this rubbed Miley the wrong way. Speaking of rubbing.
Things quickly escalate as Stella seems to push Miley's hands down her pants.
After 7 months, the two would eventually call it off and Miley would go back to Liam Hemsworth. Stella didn't stay single for long. Her next celebrity girlfriend would be none other than Kristen Stewart, starting things off in 2016. The two like to keep a low profile, but word on the street is that it's serious and they are living together. For the future, Stella has plans to release some music, take a shot at acting, and splits her time between New York and LA. You can of course catch her in the 2017 Victoria's Secret fashion show, which I will be watching. As for the rest of the story, well, you know the story because this is before they were famous. My name is Stella Nicole and you can find me on Instagram at the link below. Let me know what other Instagram babes you want me to document in the future. My suggestions include Adriana Lima, Alessandra Ambrosio, and Carly Claus, but that's just me. I look forward to reading your comments and I'll see you guys in another video. What? Was that bad?
No, I'm laughing because it's gonna go Stella.
Oh yeah, I know. Stella! I don't know if this rubbed Miley the wrong way. Speaking of rubbing. That sounded so dirty. Did I make that sound too dirty?
It sounded dirty, but it was.
But is this supposed to sound dirty?
No, like fun.
Like
Rubbing.
did I make that sound too dirty though?
It didn't sound dirty enough to me.
Oh, you want it to be dirtier.
I'm in a different category. So.
Well, this is your, like, do you want me to say it? Or is it okay? Like, I don't know.
I don't know, it was fun.
It was, but you can do it again.
Okay.
With that one.
Okay. And what?
Like if you feel comfortable.
It's not about
doing-
you being
Yeah.
sexy. It's just about,
Like-
it's pretty funny what you're, like, because there was a lot.
Yeah.
Like, so, how did you say it?
Speaking of rubbing.
Yeah, that's. I
It's fine.
think
Yeah,
I
it's
like
good.
that one.
Yeah, that's good.